Hey guys, today I'm tackling a project I've been putting off for way too long. When I caged my car like 8 months ago, I only put half the interior panels in because the other half look like this. They're all gross and floppy, falling apart looking. So I got some nice material I'm going to cover them with, and I'll take you guys along the way in case you're facing similar issues with your car. Pretty easy way to reskin stuff. It can do the same to your headliner. So I got a bunch of black fake leather from Wal-Mart. It's like $8 a yard, so probably like 30 bucks to do the entire interior of a car. I got enough to do my headliner too before I realized I probably won't be able to run a headliner because my cage fits so tight. But it's like the fake good looking leather stuff. And then on the back, it's this like felt kind of thing, so it sticks down and glues really well, and it's made out of PVC, so it stretches a good bit. And you can use a heat gun to like stretch it and get it into really tight crevices. So I've already done a couple panels. It stretches really well. It fits into the tight cracks pretty well. The only thing is, like the really tight stuff where you have to stretch it a lot, it kind of puckers. Let's get all cinematic on this. So here's how I wrap interior panels, and hopefully this helps you guys out a little bit. So you need a table, whatever you're covering, the fabric you're gonna use, scissors, razor blade, spray glue, and some gloves so you don't get spray glue on your hands. Alright, so there's like 1,000 ways to do this. This is just how I do it. So rip off the old material. You can use it as a template. So when I cut this stuff, I leave a little bit extra. Since this stuff is thicker than the old really thin fabric, I find it helps to get all the corners to stick down just right. So you take this and throw it out. So with this stuff, you want to spray what you're working with first, and then spray this, and then spray your fabric and press it on all good like. This side is kind of intricate with this little like rib thing in here. It's basically just like a snap-on screw cover, but it's pretty tricky. So I leave this side unglued until I get this side all taken care of and tight. Not to mention it's got this like 3D bend right here, which makes it a whole lot more difficult. A little bit more spray and then just bend it over. Here's where you need that razor blade, so for the corners right here, you just gotta slip them back a little bit. It really helps to cut triangles so that this piece can overlap. So since this bottom side is so intricate, I want to get this side folded over first before I start worrying about all that difficulty there. So I'm going to tackle this piece right here. So that's pretty much it. Now just folding the sides over is the hard part. This part right here is probably gonna have to get cut out since this stuff is too thick for this thing to realistically pop in, especially when I cover this with it. So that'll have to get cut out really nice, and then this will pop in proper like. So just make sure you pull it over really tight, and that'll give you the good clean edge, and it'll make it all snap into place a lot easier. And once it's over and kind of stuck down, cut off any excess that gets in the way. Woo! Pretty sweet. Unfortunately, I have to cut the crap out of this since my roll cage gets in the way, but I had already finished all of the other panels, and I just wanted to show you guys how easy it was. Hopefully this helps you if you're thinking about recovering some of your interior panels, and doing headliners is pretty much just the same, but you kind of want like a scraper tool to get, to kind of like pry the material into all the fine corners and stuff. This one you can just do by hand, it's easy enough. And that's what I did for all of the other interior panels. I'm also thinking about wrapping my cage with this stuff, kind of make it look slick, but that's going to be a whole lot more work and another day. But I'll show you guys the stuff I did put in the car